I don't know if it's because time right now just feels like it's flying. And anytime I receive a cloth and paper box, it always makes me pause. Feels like I just got a box yesterday. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited to see what's in this one. Oh my gosh, do I get a fountain pen? Cute. So there are 6 different ink bottles, and they're colors that you would recognize, especially if you're familiar with cloth and paper products. But we've got espresso, Bordeaux, which Bordeaux is like almost like a maroon, like a dark, rich red. Avant-garde, which is black. Olive. Love that for me. Rouge. That looks red. And then we have indigo, which is probably a blue. It's so, so pretty. I love the bottles. The labels could be better. So let's check out what this fountain pen looks like, because I don't think I own a fountain pen. One of the pens in this month's box is a Pentel Flowtune. This is a 0.5 millimeter nib. I'm assuming it's in the color blue because of the top of the pen. But I am more interested in the fountain pen, which I'm assuming is this one. It's very sleek, feels pretty heavy barrel. Oh my gosh, look at that nib. Beautiful. Interesting fact about me, I do not own a fountain pen, at least not a proper one. But this is so pretty. So pretty. I don't recognize the brand, but I mean, that's probably because I am just not familiar with fountain pens. My worries would be if I was writing that like one part of the word would have too much ink and then the other side wouldn't have enough. It's like one of my pet peeves when it comes to writing with a pen. I think I might give it a go because look at all these beautiful ink bottles. The pen itself like doesn't even look like a fountain pen. I don't know, really worth using. I'll try that out in another video. I just love how cloth and paper takes an ordinary product and make it so chic. Of course, all of the deco cards. Ooh. I love me a set of dividers. I really do. Not that I need another set, nor do I have a reason to use this, but I just love adding something like this to my collection. So these dividers, there are 3 of them, and one says agenda, the other is task, and the very last one is memo. This is a set of meeting notes. The video where I made the planner for my friend, I could have used these inserts. I believe I used the executive note inserts, and those are great. There is a subject section, attendees, follow-up. There's a section with a column with space to check things off. This is the agenda, and then additional notes at the very bottom. So this would have been clutch for my friend's planner, but whoops. These are the decision-making inserts. So you would identify the problem, and then you would have the 3 options, and then there's space to write out the pros and cons for each option. Pretty neat. Another dashboard for the collection. So pretty. Gorgeous. These are the cloth and paper semicircle sticky notes. This is in the color ash, which is, it's almost like a white, but it's kind of gray. It's gray. Very, very light though. It's very soft. Okay, this might just be my new bookmark. It works also as a stencil. You can use the edge as a ruler, and then the very bottom are these sticky notes in various shades of blue. There's a gray. This is a pretty interesting design. I love the second column to the left with the words. So pretty. I wonder if this would fit in the columns of my A6 weekly. I highly doubt it though. Damn near whispering right now. And it's because I have a family member staying here with me and they are sleeping. And then my son is also napping. And I highly doubt they can hear me from this side of the house, but still I'm trying to just be considerate of both of their situations right now. My son had a pretty long morning and he has swim lessons tonight. So he needs a nap. He most definitely needs a nap. I do not want him waking up early. This week is a little chaotic. I think anyone who's ever been like a caretaker or taking care of a family member probably understands that taking care of someone can just take up so much time. I mean, it disrupts your routine, your day-to-day, but I've been trying to maintain my routine whilst taking care of them. I don't know how much I'll be able to vlog this week because I have a family member here, but I'm going to try. I do have book club in a couple of days, so that means there's some prep. This month we read Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it was so good. I also read this book last month for the other book club that I'm in, and I read it again because I just loved this book so much. It's, I would say, a love story. I think it's a love story, and they just happen to be astronauts, but the characters are just so rich and so real. Like, they just feel like real people. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. And honestly, the way it was written, I can see it being a movie for sure. Like, she knows what she's doing. But this month, since I didn't really know what to like make or prep, I've been just loving the like tomato Italian summer theme. I don't know, that just like is something different and fun. I'm going to try to share a lot of that this week. So that's the theme we're going with. Has nothing to do with the book, but I think it's going to be a good time. Before I put the camera down for today, I quickly want to share a new insert this month. I've talked about it before in the last couple of vlogs, but it is the cloth and paper block planner inserts. As I've said, I've talked about it, but I haven't showed you how I've implemented this into my planner system. First and foremost, I am using this insert for meal planning for my family and I. I've found this process so helpful, especially for later on in the week. For me, it's ideal to meal plan on Sunday or Monday. That just makes more sense to me because of my life, but obviously it may be different for you. When I'm meal planning, I like to pull the recipe cards I have in rotation, cookbooks. I like to look through my fridge with maybe what I already have. Now, what is nice about my current setup in my planner is that I have the Rosie week on one page weekly insert. At this point, when I'm meal planning for the week, my weekly setup is already in place, meaning as I'm meal planning, I'm referencing my week. Like, maybe I need to cook something easy on Tuesday because we have a lot going on, or I have a workout class in the evening, so my husband is cooking dinner that night. I'm also considering recipes that are easy and convenient, and I don't know, maybe the nights that I don't have anything planned, I can cook something new, maybe try a new recipe, or cook something fun and elaborate. I also have a 2-year-old who doesn't like eating the same thing over and over again. So if I made spaghetti last week, I'm not making it this week. So those are the things that are going through my mind as I'm planning out the meals for the week. So I'm going to get started. I don't plan every single meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, especially lunch. Lunch tends to be leftovers from the night before or something quick. Same thing with breakfast. Breakfast is just one of those meals. I open the fridge, I see what we have, and I just cook something. If I write down something for breakfast, that means it's probably something special, like I want to buy ingredients for that dish. So this didn't take me long. It was 8 minutes. So taking time out of my day to meal plan for the week is so worth it because I don't have to think about what we're gonna eat the night of. Like that alone saves bandwidth, stress, and not ordering takeout. Believe it or not, I find when we meal plan for the week, we order out less, sometimes not at all. Incorporating this in my process also helps with efficiently grocery shopping. Like I'm not running to the store last minute grabbing things to cook the night of. What I especially love about my setup is because I have my week on this side, my grocery list in the middle. These are the cloth and paper half-page ritual inserts. And then my meal planning here to the right. So all of my family stuff scheduled in one place. Anywho, I hope that was helpful. Even if you don't have these exact inserts or formats, meal planning alone is so helpful, especially when you are cooking for a family. This is the menu for the night. I printed them out. I just thought it was so adorable. I also just wanted something to glue in my journal, but the menu, starters will include a prosciutto wrapped zucchini bites with goat cheese and thyme, which you saw earlier. I was prepping all of that. All I really have to do is form the cheese, that cheese mix that I put together earlier, wrap the zucchini and the prosciutto around that, and then bake it. The main dish is a sun-dried tomato and avocado salad with a traditional penne alla vodka. Now, drinks. I was going to have a limoncello soda, but decided not to. I should have gotten a lemon soda. I should have just gotten like a limonita, but I ended up going with an alcohol beverage, which makes me kind of sad because I feel like now that school has started, I feel like for the moms who have kids in school, they don't really want to drink alcohol the night before a school night. I love this. I'm going to try to keep up with this every month, like printing out the menu. I think it's a nice gesture. It makes the book club meetup a little special.